Master47 here, and welcome back, finally, I should say, to another episode of Updating the Rockfire Explosion in Minecraft. Alright, last episode what we did is, I think last episode we got Beach Bear's body shell dealt with. I don't think we did Mitzi's, and I actually realized, I did make a little oopsie. Just in the fact I did not cut the line that was here so that the body shell is two separate pieces instead of one. So we're just going to cut that a little bit there, get it gone, make it disappear. Make sure I got up here now. Okay, and that should be everything I just need to do with that body shell. Now, what we are going to do today is we're going to get the body shell, or the leg shells for Beach Bear on, as well as start, if not finish, the body shell for Fats. Now, I'm in quite the predicament here. One, well, there are three things I can make this out of. One is black concrete, and it would look like, well, if you guys don't know, I think these body shells were plastic. If not, they were also fiberglass, and they were a black piece of plastic that went over the legs to make them look leg-like. I think that's the right word for that. But yeah, what would happen is it would go over the legs so that it would okay, so I could either use I'm just trying to get this on my phone real quick. Right there. Okay. Okay, so I could either use black concrete, and it would look exactly like it. However, black concrete is going to be really difficult to place. I could use black concrete. It'd be easier to place, but it wouldn't look correct. Or I could use blocks of coal. It would give me an unwanted texture, but it's the right color, and it's fairly easy to place. So, I think what we're gonna do is but what I think we're gonna do okay, one moment, guys. I'm just trying to get this to load here up to the point of where I need it. Alrighty. So the leg shells are weird. I should start with that. They're weird in the fact that it's a two-piece shell. So there's a piece around this part of the leg, and, well, sorry, there's a piece around this part of the leg up to about, oh, I'd say about here, and then it angles off so that it doesn't come into contact with the body shell at all, and then there's another piece down here that actually connects to the rest of the leg. So the best idea would probably to get this body shell on first. Or this shell right here on first. So I'm going to connect it to the ground, which it isn't actually connected to the ground. So, I'm gonna build this up to here, because right after that, we're gonna have to start curving it up towards, hey crazy, but we're gonna have to start curving it up towards the knee a little bit more, just to make it look like it's a more natural shape. So, this isn't what it's going to look like. Well, that's roughly the shape of the bottom of the foot. So what we're actually going to do, probably here... Sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning so bad. Really? Friday? Alright. So I'm just going to build this out to, like, one central point. Or should I... Yeah, I think we're going to build this out. It's going to look like a square by the time we're done. And then what we're going to do is chisel the bottom of this out, just to look more foot-shaped. I heard. Cool. Pretty cool. So that's 7 right there from the center. Yeah, that's 7 from the center. So what we're gonna do is go over like that. Pick up the shells. Now I have a picture right here of not the actual shell, but it's from replay. I think I already got it. Crazy guy. I think I accepted it. Hello. Everyone's showing up today. I haven't done this series in a while. That's probably why. So if I do this diagonal by at least 3. I'm just gonna do this as we go. But pretty much, this isn't officially what the body shell's gonna look like. This is just a rough shape. And then we're going to build the actual, where we're going to rebuild it over there. So. Alright, so Beach Bear has a, I wouldn't say, well, sort of a weird looking body shell. Or the leg shells are a little bit stranger looking because they, I can imagine this might have been a little bit challenging for creative engineering when they built this thing, or built these things. This might have been a little bit challenging because of this has to look like an actual leg, for one. Well, kind of 3. Has to look like an actual leg. It has to be able to swing like an actual leg. Like this bit right here has to swing like an actual leg without hitting the other body shell. And it also has to go up, like this part has to lift up without hitting that body shell. So I believe I have the right idea here. It always gets stuck. Well, I just think it's the fact that, like, the flows are down in the thing. I think it's more the fact that it just breaks and nobody wants to fix it. That's a 1. There's 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's interesting how you're saying that, because at the I remember at the Altoona location, I lifted his leg up, and it didn't go back down. Like it just kind of stuck in place. All right, it didn't even move. I lifted his leg up, and it was limp. All right. So again, this is not official. Another thing, this is, you guys may be wondering why I'm putting a little platform out there. That's because it's a little foot. It looks like a little foot at the end. Like the fur doesn't do this. Like the fur would go over this, and it's a little hard to explain, but without physically showing you guys with a completed leg, it's a little tricky to explain. Yeah, that is a little chunky of a leg right there, but it's okay. We can fix it. Because what we can do is go through here. Sorry, guys. Got a little tickle in the back of my throat there. Alright, let's fix this. Let's get this leg back. Alright, so I'm just going to make this little part of the leg a little bit wider. Do I really want to? Yeah. So the leg is like an actual, like, leg. It does go the whole way around. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, do I want this to be a circle? Is a real question I want to answer. It's going to be easy to make it a circle. The actual shape is, as one would guess, leg-shaped. Did I build this wrong? No, I didn't. Okay. So we're going to build this out like this. Pro making circles. Well. Alright. I'm not trying to make a circle here, guys. I'm just trying to get a good leg shape in. Alright. So that's a good starter point for the leg. Beach Bear leans forward. What? Beach Bear leans back. I think he does at least. Yeah, because I wouldn't have built this like I did. Yeah, Beach Bear leans back. They couldn't have made him lean forward. Oh yeah, they all do. But when he does his body lean, he leans back. Cause yeah. But pretty much, another thing that is actually a good point, but it would have actually physically probably been impossible to make Beach Bear lean forward because of unless they made like the hole here a bit bigger. I don't think it was possible for Beach Bear to have looked leaned forward because this would hit the body shell and probably broke something. Probably would have cracked the shells, which wouldn't have been fun, but okay. So I'm going to try. I don't know how well it's going to go to make this look. Uh, uh, so that's 5. I'm going to try to make this look like it's turning into a knee. If that makes sense, I'm trying to get it to curve-ish. And this is a very odd. Okay. Let me think of how to build this now because this is a fairly interesting thing to build. Okay. Okay. Now, it does make me wonder. So, let's see here. Or do I just leave this till another point? And then just worry about fats for now so we actually make some progress. I think that would probably be a better of an idea. It should just work on fats for right at this moment. And I lost where I was. Okay, no, that's all computer crap. It's like 180. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. This is very interesting to build. Um, okay, where am I? 41. I think it would be here somewhere. Drawing. drawing for any... Aha, there we go. Okay, that's Rolf, not who I'm looking for. Blah, 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 that's Earl. Where's Fats at? Nope, wrong one. Alright. So Fats is an interesting... Since his mech is the way it is... Oh, I forgot to add a little something to him. And that would be... There is a beam on the back of Fats, which I'd say, I think, connects to this. It would have to connect to that, honestly. In my my imagination here. It would kind of have to connect to here. Pretty much what I'm talking about is there is a little like beam that goes out, maybe to here. Roughly that the back of the body shell connects to. Now, how do I build this? Okay. You know what? Let's get the front of the body shell. Okay, now these things, I knew these things were here for a reason, because these are what bolts go into these to connect the body shell up there. So I have a starting point for a body shell. Now, that does kind of beg the question, how do I, how exactly do I do this? So it's split down the middle. That's for sure. And keep in mind, guys, I'm going off of like 2 pictures here. Now, Fats is a very interesting character because to put a body on him, they would have to, like, since this is the only bit that leans, they would have to get the body shell to lean with him to make it look like his whole body is. To make it look like his whole body's moving, but they'd still have to give the illusion of the hands, like when they go down, they'd have to stay at the level of the organ in order for it to look like he's still playing. But, so let me see here. So, let me get the rough size of this. Now, this is also going to be very awkward to build, because Fats, his head is leaning with that. So he is kind of looking down. Now, I didn't do that for an easier way to build this. But that's kind of the only corner I crossed. And when he kind of leans back, his head is kind of looking straight at, but in theory, of course. But at least that's how I would have built this thing, at least. But, you know, I didn't build this thing, so, well, I didn't build the actual mech. Okay, so that's the connecting point. There is so this is the connecting point to the, I'm just going to build like one side of it. So that's the connecting point to the top here. That's where we're going to start this body shell. Now this is awkward to build. Oh god. Okay, well, let's go like that. Like that. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. So, this would go like, probably one more. Just to close that off a little bit. Of course, this is just an example of how this probably looks. Again, take everything that I build with a grain of salt. I don't know what these mechs actually look like. Alright, we're just going to build one right over. So there's that. I'm just going to get rid of that. Was just a baseline right there. Oh, hi! That's a face I didn't expect to see. That's a face I didn't expect to see, that's for sure. Welcome. That's for sure. Well then. Alright, so. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, this is all angled in the same way, so why did I make it weird? I built it weird. Why did I build it weird? Why did I build this? Why? If you guys didn't know, second guess myself a lot here. Okay, so see, that's angled. I don't want it to be angled. It shouldn't be angled, but why? Why is it? Okay. What are we building? Okay, we are building the Rockfire Explosion. It was a animatronic band inside of Showbiz Pizza Place during. Why is my mind fading with years? 1980. It was debuted in 1980. Yeah, 1980. Why is my mind fading? My memories. But 19. Okay, I think I got the year now. In 1980, replaced by Chuck E. Cheese in 19. Well, it started in 1989, and then ended in. I think the last one was 1992. was when the last location was switched over. And yeah, should probably do that. 93, really? I thought it was, I thought it was 92. Oh, wow, I am wrong. Yeah, it had to have been 93, because Altoona, PA got... I didn't get 2.0, sorry. It got, because Altoona, PA wasn't turned into... In fact, I think Altoona's the... Yeah, till November. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did we lose one? Unless I'm reading it wrong, we lost another 3-stage. That's how my memory is going. We lost another 3-stage recently. What? How many are on here? No, I'm right. No, I'm wrong. There's still 9 left. Yeah, Richmond, Virginia was the last one. So far. Give it time. Okay. Back to what I was doing. So, yeah. How to build this would be a better question. No? Okay, there we go. So, this has to get curved probably there, I'd imagine. It would be, because that'll... Or do I have this wrong? Okay, that's better. I think that's better, at least. Okay, and then this is going to come out by 1. Like so. And then this is sort of a weird head shape right here. Got a thing. Because at this point, it stops leaning at I'd probably say like a 45-degree angle. Roughly. And would start leaning at... Or would start leaning at maybe what looks like... Or at least start getting into the curve of the head. Or the shoulder. Wrong part of the head right there. So we get that. And we'll get... Whoops. This, like so. Bring that in. That's kind of like the collarbone. Roughly. Oh, the weird part's making this lean with it. Okay, so this has to end like somewhere down here. And I'm gonna say this... Yeah, probably about there. That's that bit. That's more in line with right to the... that's I built it wrong. Probably. Okay, so this would go to, like, there. Be a little far. I'd say I'm gonna go right about there and see what happens. Okay, now this right here goes, I'm gonna put it like this. How did I do Beach Bear? Over here. Okay, now this will curve like this. And then it'll go out to about like there. So we'll go about 2 right there. 2, 3. 2, 3. And that. Okay, you know what? We're gonna work it from the top down. Working from the top down because it's probably gonna be easier that way for me to get more of a relatively accurate angle. So that's gonna go down to there. Okay, then that'll come down like so. Let's do about 2 right there. I'm gonna go down 7, just because I feel like that's a better number. 7's a good number. I like 7. If not my favorite number. It is definitely a very, very well good number. I don't know, what are you guys' favorite numbers? I like 7. Good number. That one showed up. So this actually goes probably to about here. 8? 8's a good number. Not as good as 7, but no, I'm kidding. See, 7 doesn't take any crap from anybody. Because 9 started making fun of, started like when 9 was a kid. 9 was like beating up 7, picking on him and all that. And so 7 just retaliated and just ate 9. So, 7's, the tough number. That's the way 7 deals with his problems. Just oh. Yeah, so, if you ever get in an argument, okay, 3's a pretty good number. Let's see. So if you ever get in an argument with like 7, don't, because you will die. And or get eaten. Either or, And that's why I don't have a favorite color. See? But I'm not going to get into this because, it's a whole can of worms. 3 times charm. See? Third time's a charm. Every number's got, like, a good saying to it. Like, 1's the loneliest number. 2... 3, third time's a charm. Like... They've all got They've all got like stories behind them. That's why I like numbers. I'm tired, if you guys couldn't tell. I am barely functioning here. But we're gonna start doing this in a better way. So there's 3. Um, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if we'll. Oh yeah, you're in the UK. I forgot about that. 207. Holy crap. Well, I won't try to make it too exciting so you can get back to sleep. So, I was gonna think of some, I don't know, something funny, but I can't. I can't think of anything funny right now. So, 3's... Yeah, that's probably where I would split it to 2, actually. So, this is a very weird angle we're working with here today because, let's see, we're just going to make it go down like that. And believe it or not, that's the, that is sort of the front of Fats right there. At least the front angle. Let's start with that. Okay. So, if we just build all this up like so. Around it. Now, I'm just going to keep these lines kind of how I have with the other characters, where I didn't actually build up the body shell, I just built the angles, sort of. Like the side profiles, sort of. Hello. As you guys can see, like, I didn't... This is quite literally how the manual showed it. You know. You got, like, the side profile, or the front profile. Side profile right there, and they actually put 2 side profiles on Beach Bear, I believe. Because both of his arms are different. See, Fats doesn't have that problem, but, you know, Beach Bear does. Alright, let's get the back of this so I don't keep rambling on. So one thing about this is a very odd sort of angle to work with here. Or not it. How do I describe this? It's an odd way to curve this because it goes up. I don't know how to explain this. Okay. So that'll go out like... Next up, pear-shaped dog. Oh, that's gonna be we're probably gonna have to wait till next episode for that one. Unless we do Choo Choo's body shell, which might be a little bit... I didn't even do Fat. Oh, yeah, okay, we put the head shells on all but Fats. Actually, Deadbird did it last episode. Then we're gonna have to get Duke's head shell on. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. That. And then this is gonna go... I'm gonna start angling that a little differently. So... Oh, a little bit of good news for you guys. If you guys don't know, I have been taking a little bit more of a break from YouTube recently. Considering I haven't streamed in like 5 days. Well, it's been roughly 5 days since the last video I did. Reason for that is I am actually working on a I wouldn't call it a little project because it really is not a little project, but it is a giant project that probably isn't going to be done for like I'm writing a script for it, and it's you know so far it's going good. But time will tell how fast I can get that script done and still get. But as soon as I can, like as soon as the script's done, I'm gonna drop a little teaser. I should be able to get the script done in a month or two of writing, off and on writing, of course, because I've got school, I've got a senior project to do for school to get that done, and then I got a lot of stuff on my plate. But don't worry, as soon as we get that script done, I will do a little bit of a teaser for you guys. I don't know about a trailer, but I think that does the same thing here. To go like that. Okay. So 1, 2, over 2. Oh, wait. Oh, no, no, then it goes up. I feel like I'm not building this right. So it goes 2. Yeah, it should be right. Oh. Yes, I really do. I really am going to need some help here. And I know it's probably not the most interesting thing you're going to be doing this episode, Blue Foxy. I still haven't decided what I'm going to need your help with. But probably something. So I'm going to lift that up. No, I'm not going to. Alright. So that is roughly the head shape, or the neck shape, I guess you could say, of Fats. Because you ultimately need, like, a bigger, like, neck bit. So he can, tilt his head back and forth. Because you do not want that head shell to hit that body shell and, like, crack it. So this will go very well, like, it'll start curving till about here, and then it'll start, like, I hate trying to describe this, I really do, because I know I'm not getting... Huh? What? Okay, that should be 4, not 3. 3, 4. That should be 2, which that is 2. And that should be 1. Okay, 1. Okay, back to trying to work this out. Then 1 diagonal away. 2 diagonal like that. That's where I went wrong. Okay, good. Now that I figured it out. So yeah, I wanted to invite you again there. Alright. So, this'll go down by 1-ish. Okay, no, I'm only gonna do it 3. So, till it clears this, it's going down sort of this sideways diagonal here. Okay, where's the best character I can describe this on? Probably actually Fats' head. Alright, so it goes down on this, it has the highest point, then goes down in a sideways degree, middle, and then it'll start going on the vertical slope. If that was any help. I doubt it was, but... Two, 3. And Fats is a, sort of like a hunchback. Well, he's got a... I guess he is leaning over, so he can play the organ, because it's not a piano anymore. And then this goes at about... at a diagonal. I'm gonna do 5 till there. I'm going to cover this up with smooth quartz. Let me move it like so. Alright. Trying to write some ritual. Oh, that's cool. Writing music is a hard thing to do. Like, it really is. Well, it's not the easiest thing to do, that's for sure. That is interesting. Like, that. I wish you luck. Alright, so I'm gonna build this out to probably about there. Well, thank you. A lot of new faces. Some new faces, actually. Almost just fell over there, but I'm okay. So how did I angle this? What's the big robot for? Oh, well, technically they're not robots, but technically they are. They're animatronics, is the more technical term for it. But no, this is just an animatronic stage I've been working on for 2 years now. Not even 2 years. What am I talking about? I have the actual, like, year in this binder, which is... or not binder, this notebook, which is falling apart. At least the front page is falling off. When did we started working on this? In June. This series is almost a year old now. Well, no, it's not the same thing, because a robot is a machine. Well, a robot's more of a, like, what's a good... I guess a robot would be more of a thing that would have, like, the circuitry and all the working in here, in the character. However, an animatronic is something that is over there. Came too late for 20. No idea. One year. That's pretty cool. 1 year. Hey, you gotta, you know. And this little hatch right here in the back, just to. And I know I explain this every time I build a character, but I really am like. If you guys don't want to hear my little ramble, you don't have to. You don't have to listen on what this like certain part of the character is for, or what like or how it works. But pretty much, but for all of those who aren't familiar with this, I'm trying to be a little. I'm trying to be uh, informative. That's the word I'm looking for on how these things work and uh, you know, sort of like a not really a documentary, but sort of more of a informative narrative kind of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right there to make it a square. It's not going to look like a square, that's for sure. Oh, no, it couldn't be a square, because that's only 9 right there. Plus, it's 19. But, yeah, no, I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then this comes back into here. That's only supposed to be 2. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. For episode... I already made episodes 74 and 75. In the... I'm not going to post it in a link in the description because, quite frankly, I'm not going to. I'm not going to remember, let's be honest. I gotta sneeze. Sorry, guys. Oh, sorry. At least I can warn you guys, like, when I'm about to sneeze. You don't see any other person really doing that, like, hey, I gotta sneeze, and then they sneeze. Oh, 76, yeah. I don't know when I'm gonna release that. This is just a temporary line to tell where it ends. That's not actually gonna... I don't know when that's gonna come out. Whenever I have time, of course. Oh wow, that actually looks quite good. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the slump of the back. Okay, probably 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not 5, is it? Oh no, that is 5. Maybe I'm just dumb. What's my favorite character in the Rockfire Explosion? When I first started building it, it was Duke. But I've started to, like, grow a liking towards Beach Bear a little bit more. Like, I have started to grow more of a liking to Beach Bear. I just liked, Rick Bailey's singing a lot more than some of the other characters. Where I'm not even remotely close to that, am I? I'm like 1 off. Yeah, Rick Bailey gave him a good voice. You can definitely tell, like, when a voice actor, like, loves the character enough to give them a really good voice. And essentially, Fats kind of looks like a bean. And essentially, he kind of looks like a bean. Let's be honest. I saying? Sorry guys, I got interrupted. Uh, yeah, Duke is a funny character. Especially like when they're doing the state songs, and Mitzi clearly sing, like, Duke says an answer wrong, she's like, well, let me give you one more chance to redeem your intelligence, because everyone thinks you're a dingbat. And she clearly Duke's like, I'm good at guessing, I'm good at guessing. And then she clearly sings a song about Georgia, like the state. And Duke is like, oh, I know, Cleveland. Oh, that's funny. That's probably my favorite Duke moment. The Duke just has a good voice, like, he just has, like, a really good voice. Like, Duke Chapetta, the guy who did his voice, he was a good singer. He's not dead. I don't know why I said was a good singer. He still is. Alright, so this thing right here, this little beam. Right there. Okay, so we've got... That seems a little close. Anyway, I'm going to ignore it for now. I think that could have actually went out. No, I had the angle roughly right. Ah, that's what I did wrong. Okay, one moment, guys. I'm just gonna fix this up right here. Ugh. It was originally believed that Duke and Dingo had the same voice actor, but I believe it was Fector himself that said Duke and Dingo had different voice actors. But yeah, it's not a lie, it's more of a myth. And I think it mainly sprung from the fact that not only do Duke and Dingo kind of sound very similar, I think it's more the fact that I don't get into controversies. I think he's a good person, sometimes. I mean, nobody's perfect, that's for sure. Um, I just think, in my personal opinion, again, is he is a little controlling on how anyone portrays the Rockfire explosion. Um, but it is kind of, um, not really justifiable, but it is understandable why he is. Because, Showbiz did, um, screw him out of the deal, or ownership of the characters, back when they merged with Pete's Time Theater. But it is, like, it's an odd, it's an odd thing, of course, but, you know, secretly think, I like deep down, I think he's a good person, and you know, they say latex masks. It wasn't even really that. It was more the fact they wanted his characters. They almost got Mitzi, and that's why some locations had Helen in a cheerleader's outfit. Yeah, but that's why Helen originally was in a cheerleader outfit, because they tried to get the rights for Mitzi. The rights to Mitzi's character, but Aaron wouldn't give it to him, so they only put like the cheerleader costume on Helen for in certain stores. Okay, so if we do 2 of each. Well, it wasn't even that. Like, I'm sure if Aaron wanted to, he could have probably replaced Mitzi with Queenie from the Wolfpack 5. But again, then he would have had to have gotten all new cosmetics for the character, and plus he didn't want to give up his characters, because I think deep down he knew, like, over the course of like deep down, like he wanted, like he didn't want to give up his characters that he's worked on for, what is it? Characters are 40, roughly 43 years old now. And that's gotta change it up a little, make it look a little bit better, yeah. But yeah, so there's that. And plus, at that point, since Showbiz and Creative Engineering were working together, he probably would have switched her. Oh no, yeah, he probably would have switched to Queenie instead of Minnie. But again, that costs money, and does he really want to get the original voice actor for Queenie back? Plus, she's probably passed away at some point. So they would almost have to get Minnie back, but then they might be able to. They'd probably be able to sue, or Chuck E. Cheese would probably be able to sue Creative Engineering for. Yeah, it's a whole mess. Alright, so that is one side of that. Now this is interesting. But this is going to be interesting. Because... Alright, let me just try to build this a little bit. This goes from the highest point, which is here. That's probably about the center of the character, honestly. So this goes like so. goes roughly to that joint. Probably right before that joint. I could not have the dedication to build that on my own. See, it's not like, if this was up to me, this series would have been gone a while ago. It's not my dedication, it's you guys' dedication, which has let this series come as far as it did. And I do not know if this series would still be what it is today without you guys' support. And I really do owe it all to you guys for this series. But, you know, yeah, that is about there. So this is a fun shape for an arm. So I'm going to make about 7. Like so. Make that about 5, like so. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to build this. Did I see the new record? Yeah, you got the Abbey Road. I have that same record, actually. It's on my record shelf. I haven't listened to it in, I'd have to say I haven't listened to all my records since probably the last year. I don't recall listening to them this year yet. Dusty music, yeah, really. And this is, so what this arm hole does is it goes, that should be 5, 4, that should be 3. Yeah, this back one's a little bit further out. So these arms go roughly to the whole, like the whole length of the body. And the reason they do that and we're just going to do one more. And pretty much these go like this, and then they go in like that to give fat shoulders, and then it goes out to give them the rest of his sides. This is just a base line. For 5, 4, 3. Let's see. That's gotta go 5. That's gotta go 4. That's gotta go 3 probably. That's gotta go another 3. That's gonna go 2 and 2. say probably about there. And I realize I'm talking a little bit quieter, but that's just because my parents are asleep. I really don't want to wake them up. You're bored? I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it exciting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, that's probably... You just have nothing to do. I know the, I know the feeling. Okay, so going back to that side profile. So you really can just see how big this, certain character is. And then we just got to... So that goes down to roughly there. I'm gonna go do it like that and that. Okay. So that's 1, 2. So that'll go somewhere like that. 1, 2. Okay. Probably there. Whoops. Put it like that. And like that. Go up diagonally again, like so. Like so. Okay, I must have did something wrong here. see ya. Good content creator right there. That's all I'm gonna say. Good content creator. Can't talk. Alright, yeah, I guess this would be a little bit different. So why does that not line up? It's two there, two there. Oh, crap. I see where I went wrong. Well, kind of my fault, kind of not my fault. So I gotta be able to do that. Okay, so I got to fix this. Okay, so that'll give Fats a shoulder thing. Okay, now that'll come off of there. Okay. So I'm gonna do it a little bit like this. Okay. So that's all the wider. Well, that's where I'm gonna start leveling it out. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. And then this is gonna go in on itself. see what that looks like. Oh, wow. So you can kind of see the relative shape. This is gonna be, let me get this on this side. Okay, so it goes 7, and then 5, 3, 3. No. 7, wrong thing to count. So it goes off of this by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, and then 3, and then 2 twos. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 3, 2, 3. It curves in on itself to go there. They copy the word created with a mod. I might, I don't know if I'd be able to do that, but let's say in theory. Trying to make a move. We'll see. Because it's gonna take a lot of time to, so... question about Mitzi. At some point, you probably did show up in. Alright, so I will show you Rolf. So there he is. One thing we are going to have to change, and I really don't want to, but I know we're going to have to, is actually the length of Rolf's arms. And I really don't want to. That arm's probably good. What is Mitzi based on? Oh, yeah, but if that was the question, then yeah, I remember you now. But if I go over to Mitzi, you can see it a lot better on Mitzi than you can. Pretty much, I originally thought that these right here were the holes for the pom-poms. And the hand would go around like a glove. The pom-pom you'd thread it through. I was wrong. I was quite wrong, actually, in the fact that that's actually the hole that the latex hand attaches to. And the pom-poms and the pom-poms go down a little bit further. So we're going to have to move the arms, or at least shorten the arms. Probably shorten that down by half both of those. Everyone else I think is good. It was just Mitzi that we didn't do right. Earl looks great, thank you. Wait till he has a costume. He'll look even better. I guarantee it. And then I'll go through, go 2. That goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 5 right there. 5, and then 3, 5, 7. 3. 7, and then that goes down 5, 3, 2, 2. So 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 2, 2, and 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay. Alright, so once we get this done right here, which pretty much is, we just gotta get the, we pretty much just have to build this up to almost done, guys. Just bear with me here. Is Antioch and Choo Choo one valve? Yes. Antioch and Choo Choo are just both one valve. Yes. Let me break away the front of this. And I do hope you guys understand why I'm breaking out this middle piece right here. And that's because, whoops, I broke it. And that's because pretty much these are two-piece body shells. Like, one half is over here, the other half is over there. You can take them off half by half. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Updating the Rockfire Explosion. Yeah, Antioch. Actually, Antioch, they all kind of use Ptolemaic cylinders. Choo Choo not so much, because he's not really that. He's not really big enough to fit a Ptolemaic cylinder. But the Sun, Moon, Choo Choo, or not Choo Choo, Looney Bird, and Antioch are all Ptolemaic cylinders. So anyway, that is fat. I know it looks a little bit weird now. Oh, also, I think, yeah, we're just going to go back to Beach Bear's leg shells at a later date. But pretty much, we'll get the leg shells on at once. Fats has arm shells we'll put on. And I think that's about it for, like, the arm. And then we'll get Rolf and Earl. We'll figure it out. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Updating the Rockfire Explosion. Sorry I'm a little quiet near the end. Just don't want to wake the old parents up. And then we wouldn't have videos for a good bit of time. But I do hope you all enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. And if you guys want to see more of this series, hit that subscribe button. It certainly helps the channel out. Hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss a future upload of this series or any other series I do. And I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!